On this trip, I finally arrived in my final destination, which is Australia. I came here yesterday. I flew from Vietnam, 2-hour flight to Singapore first, and another 8-hour flight to Sydney. Today my plan is to explore the city a bit, especially the downtown, the central area, and I want to see the iconic structures of the city. So yeah, let's get started. These birds seem to be quite common here. They remind me of Canadian goose. They're everywhere. Has such a long beak and curvy. I guess it's their breakfast time. They're just looking for worms probably. So I'm just passing through this park. I don't know what it's called, but it looks nice. Lots of green space, empty. Just passing by this pool. There's a nice pool here. It looks like they have some like big military ships. These are the ones. So I came to the tip of the peninsula. It's called Macquarie's Chair. So it has a nice view. So from this point you can see the Opera House, the iconic building. I mean, when you think of Australia, I think this is what comes to mind, especially like for me at least. And this point has a beautiful view of the harbour and also Opera House and this bridge. I forgot what it's called. Yeah, really nice. So I'm very close to the harbour side, that side, so I'm just gonna walk around and go there and see the Opera House from nearby. And yeah, that's the plan. Looks beautiful. And it has such a nice weather today. Like it's around 25 degrees, sunshine, a bit windy, but it's great. So this section belongs to the Royal Botanic Garden over here, and now there's a nice trail that goes all the way around the water and then ends up in Opera House. So now getting closer to the Opera House. Looks really nice, impressive. So let's talk a little about why I am in Australia. Actually, I was planning this trip a long time ago, almost like maybe 2 years ago. I wanted to come here on a working holiday visa, which is a visa that allows you to stay up to 1 year in Australia, and also you have the full working rights and you can work anywhere in Australia. There are some restrictions, but I think it's a good opportunity to explore Australia and also earn a little bit of money. So my plan right now is to stay here for 1 year and work a little bit, save up money, and then continue traveling. So I did a lot of research actually before coming here in terms of where to go, what kind of jobs are available, which parts of Australia would suit me, and all those things. And I picked Sydney based on my evaluation. because Sydney is the biggest city with lots of opportunities, and also I think weather-wise it's good compared to Melbourne, especially because Melbourne I think it gets a bit cold in winter, and right now it's the fall season. It's mid-March and it's still beautiful weather. I think you can still even go to the beach. It's awesome, and yeah, so that's why I wanted to start my journey in Australia here in Sydney. I'll stay here for a few months, maybe work, and I need to get a few things done. So I opened a bank account, I got an Australian phone number, I applied for the tax number, TFN, and what else? Now I need to get some certificates to be able to work in certain fields, like there's this one called white card, for instance. If you want to work in construction, you need to get that, and it costs around 110 or 120 Australian. And if you want to work in bars and restaurants, you need to get the RSA, responsible service of alcohol or something like that, that certificate, and that's another almost like 300 or something like that dollars. Yeah, so you need some certificates to be able to have more opportunities, basically, to work in different fields. So that's what I'm gonna do, I think, and after that, yeah, I'll probably get a job, and yeah, and continue exploring first Sydney and then hopefully rest of the Australia. Yeah, so that's why I'm here. So now I'm on the other side. That's where the harbour is. There's a ferry terminal there, and that bridge over there is called Sydney Harbour Bridge, and I think you can climb up and walk on the structure. Like, I see some people there actually. I think they're going for a walk. Yeah, so looks pretty nice. I mean, really chill, lots of space to walk, and it's not very dense, like it's everything spread out, and I mean it's beautiful, like really. And you have the main central CBD. I think they call it Central Business District, CBD, the downtown area with all the high-rise buildings. And there are some places to get a drink as well, right under the walkway. And it's such a beautiful view, nice weather. I think it's a perfect place to just stop by. Maybe I should get a ferry to cross. That could be a nice journey, actually, just watching the scenery. Maybe during sunset I might do that. So this is the ferry terminal, and the good thing is the railway station is right next to it, so that's good. So I want to explore the other side too. So I'm just kind of walking around the water, kind of just by the water. This one seems, oh, that's a Museum of Contemporary Art, Australia. So I really like this trail along the waterfront. It's quite pleasant, actually, the walk. So I'm almost under the bridge, Sydney Harbour Bridge, and there are people still climbing. So now I came to another park, kind of like a reserve, I think. It's called Barangaroo, like kangaroo, but Barangaroo. Looks like there's this like tiny area for swimming here, but it's kind of caged to prevent, I guess, maybe some dangerous animals from getting into this area, like sharks. I don't know. And the water looks pretty clean actually, and there's no smell. I guess it's a good place to just get wet a little bit. So yeah, that's nice. And there are many public toilets like all around the city. It is something that I haven't seen in a long time, since I left Canada. So it's a nice thing to have, like these amenities close by. I think this area looks much more quieter and like not many people. There's a calisthenics park too over there. So there's also an open air movie theater here. Beach cinema. Nice. This area seems a bit crowded. There are like restaurants and pubs. So this area is called Darling Harbour. Now I'm going to the inner parts of the city. So far my impression is that what I like about the city, like it's a modern city, like all the high-rise buildings, concrete structures, but also you can be easily in nature. There are so many parks, so much green space, and also open space, which is kind of nice. People like, you can just go for a walk or go for a ride on a bike. I mean, it's awesome, and I really like it. There's this market city here. I just want to go explore a bit. There's a section here where they sell fruits and vegetables. Let's check out the prices. Tomato, $4 a kilo. Dragon fruit, $12 a kilo. So papaya is $4 a kilo. Dragon fruit, $11 a kilo. I guess I'll need to get used to these prices after paying for so little for food in Vietnam for 3 weeks. It's gonna take me a while, I think, getting used to the prices here, because it's not cheap. Like, oh, banana, $2 a kilo. That's pretty good. Yesterday I was at the grocery store just checking the prices, and banana was like almost $5 a kilo. Really expensive. So let's say sweet potato, 3.5 a kilo. Orange, 3 kilos, $3 per kilo. Not too bad. The prices are getting cheaper here. Like orange, $2.5 per kilo. I think this market seems like a good place to do some shopping, especially for fruits and vegetables. Prices are relatively like more affordable compared to the grocery stores, I think. Look at these apples, like they're so shiny. I think it's the wax. So potatoes, $4 a kilo. Wow, potato is expensive. Cucumber, almost $4 a kilo. So I got some fruits and vegetables, like some bananas, tomatoes, orange, and like onion and pepper, for only for $5 Australian dollars. So that would be around, I think, 3.5 USD or something like that. So now I'm gonna go see the other parts of the market. Seems like there's clothing stores and souvenir shops. Australia jerseys. Oh, there are some shades for $10. This market actually is nice and pretty affordable, so that's cool. I'll definitely come back. So I was thinking, like, why do I see so many Asian people in this neighborhood, and I realized actually it's the Chinatown here, so that's why. So that's the gate behind me. Yeah, so I guess now I'll go back to my hostel and drop off some stuff and maybe have some lunch. There are many Asian restaurants in this alley. Prices are ranging from, like, usually I think if you want to get an average meal, it's around $20, 20 Australian. So that would be, I think, 13 or 14 USD. So that's the standard price, I think. So I came to this park now. It's called Hyde Park, close to my hostel. So the hostel I'm staying, I'm paying around like 50 Australian dollars a night. So that's around like 30-35 USD, and breakfast included. But I mean, breakfast is like more like jam and bread and peanut butter. So, but it's all right. And there's a lot of people, I think, who are also on a working holiday visa. Many different people, like from France, from Italy, Argentina. A good mix of people. So now it's 5 p.m. I just went back to my hostel and I had some lunch and I just took a short nap. Now I'm going back to the harbor. I'm gonna take the ferry and cross to the other side, and hopefully we'll be able to see the sunset. So right now I'm going through the Botanic Gardens of Sydney again, but this time a bit further away from the water side. and it's pretty big actually. The park itself, I think, has many different trails and very quiet and peaceful. There's a nice little pond here, and these birds are again here. Oh, we got different birds too. The one with the red beak. Such a nice and beautiful place. Like, it's so peaceful. I like it, especially with these birds. They're also quite chill. There are all kinds of different trees and bamboo trees as well. There's so many different kinds of trees and plants just scattered all around the garden. There's another type of bird here, like white neck, black head, and white beak. Wow, look at this tree. Amazing. It's giant. Isn't it impressive? Like, look at this. Wow. I mean, the roots, what we can see on the surface, I wonder how deep it goes down actually. So I think it's such a blessing that just right next to the city center there's such a huge park, like garden, and lots of green space for people to actually breathe and just, you know, chill and get away from the crowd and the traffic and everything. I mean, it's whoever designed this place or planned it out, I think did a great job. Like, just, I mean, it's amazing. Like, look at here, and the weather is great. Like, wow, you can come here, like these people here, you can just have a picnic or just get a drink, coffee or something, and just sit down and then relax. So once you walk like maybe 100 meters away from the park, and then you're right back in the city. Like, the harbor is right there, and it's amazing. I mean, it's like, it's so accessible, like the park, green space. So now I'm going down to the harbor again. So it looks more lively now than in the morning. Restaurants are crowded, and the streets as well, plenty of people. I think it's also maybe the rush hour. People are leaving work, maybe coming here for a drink or something to eat. So I got into the terminal now, and I paid around like $9.20 Australian. So I'm gonna go to the across the city, a town called Manly. So now I'm on the ferry. It's gonna leave in 10 minutes. So I arrived in Manly now. Looks pretty lively. They have this nice pier and places to hang out, and they have a beach too. So let's go check out the beach. So they have a really nice restaurant here high up on the deck, and I think this side looks pretty nice, and the beach looks like this. So along the pier there are so many places to have drinks and food, just by the water, and you can watch the people swim, and yeah, So the beach looks nice, and you have the swimming area kind of with the shark nets, so you don't have to worry about the sharks. And there are places to play beach volleyball too, and there are people actually behind me playing kind of foot volleyball. I think probably they're Brazilian. So some teenagers looking for adventure, they're jumping off here to the water. Looks pretty nice. I mean, like, we have a beach, nice beach, and places to have food and drinks. It got a bit cloudy actually today, so I was hoping to see the sunset, but I guess not today. But yeah, it's pretty nice. I like it. There's also a trail that goes for almost like 10 kilometers along the coast here. Maybe I'll do it one day. So now I decided to go back to the city center after walking in for 15-20 minutes. So now I'm back in the city center in front of the opera house, and it's like, compared to morning, I think it has become very lively now. Lots of people just getting a drink, going for a walk, having food. So I guess I'll call it a day today. So I'll go back to my hostel. Just passing by on the way, I saw this giant bat. It's right there. Like, I thought it was a monkey, really, but I think no. Is it? No, it's not a monkey. Looks like a bat. I don't know. I'm confused.